Hello and welcome to Grok Trade. My name is Jerry Usher, graduate student of the mentoring program, and today is Wednesday, January 12, 2011. Today we had a snow day here where I live on the East Coast. No school for me. I enjoyed a nice day off with the kids. We went out sled riding and all that other good stuff too. Let's take a look at the S&P 500 here. You can see we had a nice bullish day today, breaking out of that high base. Very, very nice to see. Okay, now we've been tracking our stock FOSL here now. 2 days ago, FOSL looked like a pretty good potential trade. It no longer looks like that, and at least to me, and let me tell you why. We were in this uptrend and then a mini-me pullback here, which is a bull flag. Now, 2 days ago, the trade looked like this. We were waiting for a breakout here above the top of this flag. That could have been a possible entry position. Now, we can see here on today, or I'm sorry, yesterday. Yesterday was not a very nice day. We made a high here. Okay, so we almost broke out of that upper trend line, only to come right back down, and we made a pretty significant lower low from the previous day, also breaking underneath the trend line of the flag. Now we do have a backup shadow one here, but I did not like the way this one looked yesterday. Plus we were having trouble getting over the 20-day moving average here. Here's what we look like today, and even worse. This trade is broken. In my opinion, it's no good anymore. We came down and obviously really cracked that bottom trend line, even went through a shadow line if I were to draw it in, to close right down at it. We made a lower low, a lower high, a big bear candlestick here. So FOSL, you should just go back on a watch list. It's not a high alert anymore. It's got some damage to it. Now, we had a request to go back and see GNTX, so let's go ahead and do that. We were tracking GNTX last week, okay, and you can see right now we have another possible entry. Let's go ahead and blow this up. We had a huge breakout. Last week, actually for 2 weeks, we were tracking. We had this long base, which was excellent because it based right up here alongside the 20-day moving average. Nice. And then we were able to break out. Now, if you had an entry up in this area here, an enter order, then I'm sure you're in it. And trailing your stop up ever so slightly. If you happen to miss it, okay, here's a second opportunity. We're forming a high base right now as we speak. Look for an entry if we can get it close up above this resistance line here of the previous high. Okay, a couple days high ago. We need to close up above that shadow. That would be a confirmation of a breakout of a high base. Now, if we can get this to base a couple more days, this 20-day moving average will get closer and closer each day, and the closer it can get, the better possible breakout to the upside here we can expect. There is, we'll take a look at the weekly here. I'm pretty sure there's no resistance on top. We'll back up a couple weeks there, and yeah, take a look at that. Alright, so we're at pretty much all-time highs. Just to check that, you can see though, very overextended here from the 20-day on the weekly, so this would not be a long-term trade, but for the short term it's still looking good. I want to bring over to monthly quickly just to double check to make sure that, yep, that is in fact, we are at all-time highs. Right, well, not right now, but very soon. We were 4 days ago, we made an all-time high. So if we can get a break up above that, that would definitely be a nice juicy signal to go along in this. The markets are looking bullish. This is also looking very bullish once again. Our bear stock, with the markets not being as bearish at the moment, and we were tracking PEG last time I talked to you 2 days ago, and this is also another trade that is dead to me now, and the reason why is because we had this what looked like a bullish flag, or I'm sorry, a bearish flag forming here off of a down leg, but today, if I were to extend this top line ever so slightly here, somewhere in this area, you can see here that we actually, are either closed right at that line, possibly a little bit above it. We were waiting for a breakdown here. Now we had a little drop here, a little fake out, and just popped right back up there. So keep this on your watch list. It's it's still weak fundamentals, so if it were to get weak, it could really go down in a hurry here. So instead we're gonna track Garmin, GRMN, and right now it is in consolidation. If the markets decide to turn back soon and we get a breakdown, a close below this triangle, and you can see we've got a little room here yet to go into the apex. So this thing will hopefully mature, and once the markets decide to turn back, because you know they're going to have to turn back at some point, maybe this guy will be ready to break out of this triangle, and we can make some money to the downside by shorting it. So there it is. I hope you all had a great Wednesday, and I had a great snow day myself, so we'll be talking to you real soon. Take care, everybody.